Hello guys, this is Becca. I wanted to show you a little bit of what's going on in my craft room. This here is the diamond painting that I'm working on, and it's a partial drill. That means just a portion of the picture is where you put the drills on, or the little diamonds, or they call them drills, they call them diamonds. The little pieces you stick on the numbers. It's sort of like, if you don't know what diamond painting is, it's sort of like paint or color by number. It has the number, like number 1, and then it tells you which color to use, which they have the packages with the drills in it that is numbered, and it's numbered exactly like the numbers, on here. So it tells you what color, but on each package has the number for that package. So that's the beads you would use to put on here, or the drills, or however you want to call it. But it's just the dog on this one that you put the drills on. The rest of the picture is already painted on there. But number 1 was the one that had the most drills to put on. So I actually started from number 8 and went up, and I got all the numbers on there, and just a few of the number 1s. I've done a few of the number 1s, which is the black color, but I still got to go back and do all of these. So this is the diamond painting that I'm working on. I wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to show you something else. Okay, if you hear any banging in the background, please excuse that. My husband's working on our bathroom. We're having it remodeled, and he's doing a little prep to help out, and may possibly do it all himself. The guy that we trying to get to do it for us is booked up for 2 months, and so my husband's going to be working a little bit on it as he's off from work and can. And so he's in there trying to pull out the old tile around the tub. We're going to replace our tub for a shower. Not a walk-in tub, but just a walk-in shower. So the other thing that I'm doing right now, y'all know I'm working on my swap and glue book, but I only work on it when I get somebody to swap with me, which I've only done it one time. I've just started doing the swap and glue, and I did a spread with my sister TheBeccajb, and this was the spread I did for that. And I have a few more items that she sent that I want to do another spread with. It's an animal item. I'm going to be doing it for animals. So, as y'all know, I have been a paper crafter or scrapbooker, however you want to say it, since 2012. And then the past couple of years, with life happening and everything that's been going on, I quit scrapbooking. And so I just got the itch to want to get back and play with paper again. But I still am not going to be doing scrapbooking, because for me that takes time and concentration. And when my concentration is broke, then it messes up my whole layout. And so I'm not going to be doing scrapbooking. But I do want to do junk journals and the swap and glue and things like that. So between getting swap and glues in, I'm going to be making me a junk journal. Now, I'm not going to say this is all I'm going to use, or that I'm going to use every bit of this. This is just what I've pulled out to work with. But I have had this military. My oldest son used to be in the Army, and when he was in the Army, I had purchased, or I think actually, I didn't purchase it, but someone purchased it for me for a gift. But it's a military kit, and I think I made one layout using it. So I thought, this pack has been sitting there for, I know, 5, 6 years, maybe longer. I don't know. How long have I been scrapbooking? I got it not too long after, or they gave it to me not too long after I started scrapbooking. So anyway, it's just been sitting there. And, you know, I told y'all, if you have followed me from back when I was crafting before, you know that I just go overboard buying things when I get involved in something. Excuse me, guys. When I get involved in something, I just kind of go overboard and I just buy and buy and buy. And I don't want to do that this time. I still have gobs of crafts. I did downsize tremendously. I sold some things. I gave a bunch of stuff to my sister, TheBeccajb. I downsized tremendously. And, but I still have gobs of craft stuff. That's how bad it was. I mean, when I first started crafting, I would go to the town that's an hour away about once a month. And every time I went, I would spend, if not $100 or over, pretty close to $100 on craft stuff. And that was every month. And I didn't make enough of stuff through the month to use all of that stuff up. You know, because you buy packs of this and packs of that has multiple things in it. And I just went overboard. But I still have gobs of crafting stuff, papers and things that I am interested in. The only thing that I did need to purchase was some glue sticks, and I needed to purchase some inks, which I am not going overboard this time on the inks either. You know, last time I had like Close to My Heart and Stampin' Up and Tim Holtz distressed inks, and I had 4 or 5 different brands, and I would try to get every color in that collection of inks, you know. And I'm not doing that this time. I'm getting the basic inks because I'm just going to be doing junk journaling. Things that when I get through with it, if I want to toss it in the trash can, I can. Just something to be able to play with paper. But I did purchase through scrapbook.com. I got the Memento Tuxedo Black so I could stamp images to color. I sold bunches. I mean, I sold gobs of the alcohol markers, and I still have gobs of alcohol markers. So if they haven't dried up, I'm going to be using those. But then I bought this neutral, I guess you would call it, of the mini distress inks from Tim Holtz. It has black soot, walnut stain, vintage photo, and antique linen. I bought this to be able to, like, distress, you know, to make my papers look vintage and to ink around the edges and stuff like that. Then I kept one of my tools. There was 2 in a pack, and I put one of them in a box that I boxed up and sold when I was selling my craft stuff. But I do have one left, and I kept it, thank the Lord. But this is the distress tool that you buy, the little round pads that goes on it. So I purchased a set of, it's a pack of 20 of these ink pads. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, there's 4 of those right there. I'll put these in my drawer. And it'll take me forever to wear these out. And so I probably won't have to buy any more of those ink pads again. Because I don't plan on buying a whole big old bunch of different colors. Like I said, I'm going to buy some basic, like the reds and blues and greens. Not the different packs. I'm going to try it. If I can't find it in the distress inks, then I'm going to try to find it in just a cheap, what am I trying to say? A cheap ink brand of, I want red and blue and yellow, pink and purple, just basic colors, not all these other, like, all, you know, these fancy colors that's combined. I just want the basic colors, kind of like the rainbow colors, just the basic colors. And I want those, so I will have different colors. But that is all the inks that I'm going to buy. And see, I can stack these up here like this and put it right here in my little container. Put my tool right there. I've got my Memento Black that I use to stamp images with. I will set it right here in here. And I have my inks right there. And if I buy any more inks, I'm going to try to get the mini pads. Try to find a brand that I can get the mini pads, because that's all I need. I did want the bigger pad for stamping images, because I do have like some, what do you call it? The little girl images that I want to stamp and color. So I did get the bigger pad for that. But all the other pads that I get, I'm going to try to get a cheaper brand. Or even if I do get the Tim Holtz, I'm just going to get the minis and just get basic colors. So that is that. And I will put these in my drawer. Throw this junk away. Now, I showed you my haul from scrapbook.com and told you how I'm going to be doing things. And how I'm not going to go out buying a bunch of stuff. I'm going to use what I have. So that's what inspired me to pull out. I was looking through my scrapbook papers to see what I could use to make a junk journal. And I saw this and I said, hey, that thing has been sitting there for all these years. I need to use it. So I'm going to use this to make me a junk journal. So that's what I did. I pulled this out. And you see, I did make one layout. So I did use some of the letters. I hope y'all are seeing this. But it has letters. It has these dimensional stickers. It has the yellow ribbon. It has some button-like things. Here's like a badge type thing that says Liberty. It has some gold like sticky button type things. It has this pack of different words. So that's like the ephemera that came with it. I still got to come up with something to put over here to lay stuff on when I'm working on this table. But this pack came with 2 of each paper. It had 12 papers. And so it has 2 of each pattern. And this is what I'm going to be using to make my junk journal. Now this is already distressed stuff, but I may ink around the edges, you know, to take that stark plain look away from the edges. But it's already distressed. Now this paper was one that I had done that one layout on, was the second one of this. So I'm going to bring this aside. I used that, and I used, okay, yeah, just that one. Now, I really don't know. This pack came with this chipboard, and I really don't know what to do with this chipboard. I haven't used it. Don't really know what to do with it. But it came, I guess it's just in case you wanted to make circles or something. I really don't know what this was for, but this is like badges. I guess it's kind of like templates that you can use. I don't know. But it doesn't really say. It just says it came with the chipboard. It doesn't say what to do with the chipboard. But maybe something will come up I can use that. If nothing else, use it as a template. But this is the papers that's going to be on the inside of my my junk journal. I'm just going to make a small one. I'm trying to think. It would be 3 by 6. I need it to be at least a 6 by 6. So I'm going to have to use a different paper for the back of the journal, so I can have it as a 6 by 6. I want this one for the front of the journal, so I'm going to use this. And I was going to turn it over and glue it together so it would be thicker. Yes, that is right. That is what I want. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that was only going to be 6 when I... Okay, this is the way I'm going to do it. I am going to glue this together so that will be thick. This is going to be my cover, like my, my cover of my journal. And then it's going to be a 6x6 square. And that will be the front of it. That will be the back of it. And then this will be the inside of the front, and that'd be the inside of the back. Then I'll make my signature and put it in here. And then I will decorate it somehow or another. And I just want to do something. I just want to do something with paper. When I get through with it, I may never do anything. I may never journal in it. I may never do anything with it. But I just want to do something with paper because I've just got that itch. So that's going to be that's the beginning of my junk journal. I also pulled out some of these old book pages that I thought I might insert in there with it. I'll just have to see. Here's some that has been distressed, that either was gifted to me or I did myself. Here is a, this is like, it's not really vellum. It's sort of that type of material like patterns is made on, you know, like sewing patterns. But I thought I might cut some of this stuff out because this would go good with it. Maybe cut a section out and use that in it to have a different texture in it. This here was just a piece of paper that I used. It was bigger than this. I had covered when I do painting, and I don't even know if I still have that big. I think I do, but I'm not absolutely sure. But I had a big, like a finger coloring painting book, and the paper would cover this whole desk. And I would put it up there whenever I was doing any kind of painting, and then I would kind of clean my brush off on it, or like just around the edges when I was painting on something else if it got on it. And I would use it until it was just full, and then I would take and tear it in half and put it away to use in junk journals. And so that's what that is. And then here's another book page. And then here's some of that pattern, like a sewing pattern. This is part of a paper that I have, looks like a skirt, that I have already cut and used some off of. So I brought that out. So this is stuff that I may incorporate in my junk journal. We shall see. But I'm excited to work with paper again. And like I said, if I never use these things after I make them, that's okay. I just want to play with paper. So this is what I'll be working on between doing the swapping glues. And I'll keep you updated on how my diamond painting is going. And I'll keep you updated on the junk journal and everything that's going on. So I hope you've all enjoyed this little video. I want to be able to get on here and you know, be able to share with y'all what I'm doing. And I want to get my hands back in the paper and the glue and the paints and the inks and stuff. I've got an itch for it. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk with you later. Bye.